Instagram, and Women for the Culture, Facebook, and YouTube. We're doing it all today. We are doing it all this evening. So my name is Angela, and I am here, and I am just really excited. I'm going to be talking to my girlfriend,
Yes,
Patrice.
yes.
And then we're going to be talking about this upcoming conference that she's going to have. So we're just waiting for her to come on in to over on Instagram. So hey
Mm-hmm.
everybody, coming on.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I sent my request.
Okay, view requests, go live. So we're getting ready to do it. Do
Let's go.
I
Let's
think.
go. And
There we go.
we're here.
Yes, yes, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
let's see. Turn that down. Okay. Do we have feedback now? Uh-oh.
Okay, so it looks like I'm good on my side.
How about now?
Little feedback.
There's a lot of feedback. Oh, hold on. Okay. Let's see if I turn this down. How about now?
Better,
It's
better.
better?
Yes.
Okay.
No feedback on my side.
All right. So, okay, one of the mics are off on the platforms. Got it.
Good. I can hear you well on Instagram. It's all good. Correct. 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 Well, first of all, I got to say thank you so much for having me here on this amazing platform. I love it when women come together, and particularly women of color. It really is so exciting just to have this interaction. So, just first of all, thank you for having me here. Well, as she said, I know I'm Patrice Dessler. I'm the CEO of Indigo Inspire, and the conference that's coming up on June 16th through 18th is the Power Up Virtual Music Conference. And that is an industry-wide conference for all artists, be it musicians, singers, producers, writers, managers, and of all genres of music. And we are particularly focused on the independent artist that's not signed to a major label, because we want to really give that energy and those resources of knowledge and really stepping up their music game in a big way on this conference.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I know that with COVID hitting, we had to do a whole lot of pivoting.
Pivoting is the word.
We go into that. So tell us, you are the CEO of Indigo Inspire.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about that. Like who is that and what do they do?
Well, Indigo Inspire is our other brand, which came out of Indigo Worship. We started out with inspirational gospel music and contemporary Christian music. And when we went to the Indigo Inspire, we really wanted to go deeper into just that, giving information that artists could use as they develop and grow in the industry. And so we also opened it up to all types of genres, because we understood, particularly with COVID shutting everything down, and we didn't have a real way and a real strategy, because who expected this? So artists who are so accustomed to performing in front of live audiences, be it in cafes, be it in churches or arenas, it didn't matter if you were A-lister, if you were just somebody that was an independent artist, everybody got shut down. So trying to stay relevant in a virtual world was something that many artists were scrambling, because it was such unfamiliar territory. But because I have been working with independent artists for, oh my goodness, almost 10 years now, we've been accustomed to working under the radar and really getting that hustle going. So one of the things I'm really happy about is the level of professional panelists that we're having that are going to be giving master classes. Particularly, we have the vice president of Radio One, who's going to be doing a master class on Wednesday, Kobe Tyner. We have the president and executive director for the Dove Awards, Jackie Patillo, which is the CCM side of inspirational music. We also have representation from major media outlets like for CCM Magazine, which is like the premier Christian publication for artists. I mean, they feature everybody from Mercy Me, CeCe Winans, Toby Mac. And they're going to be doing a class on how to market your music. We have Fatima Burke, who is the brand extraordinaire as far as what your look is like as far as marketing is concerned. She designs books for Capitol Records, the Dove Awards, and various other entities. She's worked with Hezekiah Walker, all these different people. So we have some major heavy hitters that are going to be giving serious information to all of our independent artists. And what would a conference be like without a mean concert to close everything out? And that's opened up to the public. And we have Lecrae that's going to be closing it out and bringing in Lecrae is doing a live concert for Power Up. So the Power Up conference is from June 16th to 18th. And on the 18th at 9 p.m. that night, it's the Power Up concert live streamed with Lecrae. So we pulled out all the stops on this one.
Man, I was going to say, man, y'all have some heavy hitters in there.
Yes.
And yes, this is, I mean, I think that that's absolutely amazing to be able to get all of them in a room.
Yes.
In a room together.
Yeah.
To be able to pour into others and to really be able to share them, because I see that from what you were saying, how, you know, the panelists that you're going to have that will be giving these master classes, it's going from head to toe. It's going from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah.
So that you can put it all together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And really make it happen. Somebody was asking, is there a cost associated with the conference?
Yes, for the conference, it is $29 for all 3 days, not per day, but $29 flat for the 3-day conference. And it begins at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we wanted to make sure we had to factor in all time zones. We couldn't just go through, Eastern Standard Time, because, 5 o'clock for somebody else, the West Coast and all that kind of thing. So we wanted to make sure we got that medium time frame. And on Friday, like I said, Lecrae is there. And so that ticket is $20 for that concert. That is separate from the conference.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So $29 for the conference, when you leave there, you're going to be full.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're going to get something for every
absolutely.
part of,
absolutely.
Being able to put forth your music.
Yes.
And then on that wonderful conference at the end, like,
absolutely. Absolutely. So, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't have a conference that was so sterile that a lot of times conferences can be like pre-recorded and, you press play, but we wanted to still have the connectivity with the attendees. So I've made mention before in other interviews, like, you have Clubhouse and people call in, but they can listen. And sometimes you may be able to, glean information, but you don't get that face to face. And so we were intentional about making sure that every workshop is live, and every person that's presenting the master class is live. So you'll be able to not only get the information, but ask questions within the chat area and raise your hand and really engage in vital information. And I would say, even if you know somebody, if you're not particularly a musician yourself, you say, wait a minute, girl, so-and-so should have been at this conference. Let me let them know and call them up and say, hey, get a ticket for this. This is the one not to miss.
Wow. I actually, as you were saying that, I was thinking, I was like, I have somebody that I'm going to share this information with. I've been like, you need to write the song. So I'm going to share this. I have somebody right in mind that I'm going to share this information with.
Yes.
But, I am not a musician myself. I absolutely love music, but I think that this is absolutely great. And so, just why did you decide?
Well, this is not the first conference we've done. We've had in-person conferences before, But like you said, because of COVID and all the social distancing, we wanted to make sure that we did not lose out on the information to get to the independent artists, how to utilize the platform of the virtual platform to your advantage. One of the things, even though as things open up, and particularly probably by 2022, things will be open back up, but the virtual world in interaction is not going away. And if anything, if you know how to use it properly, you are only adding another leg to be able to interact with your audience and engage with your audience in a way that you couldn't do before. And so you're not so crutch dependent on always seeing people in person. Be out there, know how to engage on social media in the proper way, and be able to expand your brand and making sure that you're proficient at what you're doing. I wanted to make sure also that a lot of times conferences like this almost look like, I'm an independent artist. I kind of know the business. There's always room for growth. Always be teachable. Never think you know everything, because as things changed, COVID changed things. How we interact socially has changed. The spike in our virtual world has, escalated, beyond, percentages we can't even calculate. And so making sure that you stay ahead of the curve. If you're just catching the curve and you're like, okay, I'm just getting into this thing, this is why you need the virtual conference, to know how to pivot that and know exactly how to navigate this.
Right. You hit on something major when you were saying just not to how to do social media, but how to do it productively, and to do it the right way.
Correct.
I think sometimes I know for sure that makes a really big difference. In presentation and really how to do things. So this is for your newbies all the way to your seasoned people. You can always learn something.
Correct. So, because, in any other profession, be it if you're in the medical field, your teaching field, you always have CME classes, and there's always things you have to do. So always think in the music realm too. And if you really want to make this a career, use this as those courses. Always be on top of what's going on. Some, who the industry professionals are, get to know who they are. And a lot of times you'll see things happening in front, but you don't understand who the people are in the back room that's really moving and shaking and making decisions. And that's who we have on this virtual platform coming up this week.
Right. You got all those heavy hitters, those shakers and movers. You better get it.
Absolutely.
But because it would honestly, if you think about it, it would be really hard for somebody, especially somebody who's very new to the industry, to be able to get in front of all of these people.
Correct.
To be able to, to have somebody to pour into them and tell them and say, hey, this is not what I think happened. This is what I know. This is where I'm seeing it from a different perspective, and so to be able to help them to do that. So
absolutely,
I think it's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. One of the things we have the kickoff, which is on Wednesday the 16th. We have the T.R.U.T.H, who's actually going to be doing a master class, and so T.R.U.T.H is in the building, giving a session with us. And that night on Wednesday, for example, we have the T.R.U.T. We have Vice President of Radio One, Colby Tyner. We also have the Spin Room. And the Spin Room is a collection of BDS radio stations. They're not the announcers. That means these are syndicated radio announcers from across the country. You can submit your music, one song, and actually have an interaction live with the radio announcers. And that way you can have your song critiqued. Don't have a pride coming in there. Just submit music. The criteria is there's no profanity and no sexual stuff that's in there. This is just clean, professional music that we want you to be able to submit. And if you know somebody, and if you are somebody on here that would like to still present your music, you can do so at promo@mergemusicgroup.com. That's promo@merge, MERGE, musicgroup.com. And you can still submit your bio and MP3. Tomorrow is the last day to do so.
Wow. Y'all better get on it.
So
they are giving you these nuggets right here.
Yes.
Wow. You know what?
So when we said interactive, we really meant interactive, because we wanted you to still have that experience without necessarily having to, I mean, what better way you can still have a conference like this? You don't have to drive, you don't have to book a hotel, you don't have to fly. It is really within your own home or your office desk or whatever. And you are getting valuable information that can, like I said, encourage you in your pursuit of songwriting, how to do that. We have classes on that. We have someone that's offering, a gentleman by the name of Ben Cooper, who's going to talk about the value of streaming your music, knowing how streaming is critical in terms of your revenue. A lot of artists are leaving money on the table, not understanding the numbers of streaming. So they figure, you know what, let me upload a song on Apple Music. But if you don't know how to read the analytics, who your song is reaching, that kind of thing, so you'll know how to promote it and whatever, to engage with your audience, that is a critical piece of the success of the music industry across the board.
And this is $29, y'all.
Yes. Because I tell you, when we do this next year, it will not be virtual. It will be live, and it will be, it will be more.
I'm sure. I mean, with all of this that you are actually providing, this alone could be in the triple digits. Yeah. Just to get in. Yeah. We're not talking about airfare, hotels, food, all of that extra. There's no, I mean, come on. $29, you all should be, I mean, if you have just a little bit interest of getting into the music business, you're already in the music business, you definitely need to be a part of this.
Yeah, like, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Somebody else said, that's amazing. It is.
Yeah. And it's really happening. And so if you want to register for the conference, you can do so at shopindiego.com. That's shopindiego.com. And you can register for the conference on that platform through Shop Indigo, as well as you'll see also the separate ticket link for the concert if you want to also attend the conference. It is worth it. I promise you.
I am just, yes, I totally agree that it is definitely worth it. I'm trying to type it in here now.
Okay.
So, yes. Did I spell that right?
Yeah, you did. Yep. So it's Shop Indigo, INDIEGO.com.
.com. Okay, got it. I think I got it right this time.
Yes. So this is also for your, for your music majors. You're a college student. Maybe you're a parent that's on here right now, and you know, my child really is interested in the music business. Get them in the room, because you cannot miss out on the information that's going to be given, and it will be something, like I said, that when you'll glean something from it. If songwriting is not your area, hey, then the other one is going to be your brand and your marketing, knowing how to do that, knowing what does it mean to be nominated for awards like the Dove Awards, the Stellar Awards, the Grammy. Know exactly how to navigate all of that, and how do people even get nominated for that kind of thing, and the process of that. So that those things are going to be touched on as well.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, but before you can be talking about being nominated for something, you got to make sure your brand is on point.
You won't be nominated if you brand.
Thank you. Yes,
they
absolutely.
all go together.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this is for who is. Okay, so I know it's for you. Who is this for again? You said it's for independent.
Independent artists that are not signed to a label, and because a lot of times we have some incredible, and that's one of the things I've found over the years in doing this. I've worked with people like Tasha Cobbs. I've worked with Lecrae before. I've done all these people before, but I've always made room for the independent artists to open up for them, because a lot of them never had an opportunity to be seen, in front of a large audience. And I've always had a standard for the independent artists before I just let them come on, because I wanted to make sure that you were ready, the music was good, what you sound like, how are you presenting yourself, the whole 9 yards. And then I decided, I think I really do want to just focus on the independent artists, because they really do need the help to make sure that, they're moving up in the genre. And now you're seeing where we were fighting for this, maybe I'm going to say, maybe, 10 years ago, what have you. Phew, now you see a lot of independent artists that are not signed by label, that even within other genres as well, because they've learned how to navigate this whole arena in terms of marketing themselves, know what it means to barcode, copyright. All of those things are essential. Yeah, if you do not have your songs copyrighted, knowing what it means to be a part of ASCAP, knowing what it means to be a part of BMI, all of those things, and having that information, that is what's going to help you to continue to to move forward in your career. And like once again, always be open and be teachable. Don't think you know it all. Be teachable is the key.
Amen. Yeah, that's good. So you're getting all the nooks and crannies, all the things that some people that are just getting into the industry, or some people who think that they've been in the industry for a while, they just don't know about. Like who would know, about the coding and doing all those little things, and those small details really make a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. Those small details are major details, because radio announcers will not play your song if your songs are not barcoded and copywritten. You will send your music, and I've seen it. It goes into the file cabinet, and I'll just call it that.
Right.
Yes.
File 13. Yes. So yes. So I mean, people, if you are somebody, or you know somebody, that may know somebody, you definitely need to share this information. It is and we're not going to even call it a cost. We're not going to call it a fee. It is an investment.
Absolutely.
It's an investment of $29 to be able to get into a space with some really heavy hitters that are going to be able to really pour into you, to be able to take you to another level. So I strongly encourage you to really share this information, register today. And I also with the promo at mergemusicgroup.com, they're giving you an opportunity to send in
one song,
a sample of your music.
Yeah, a sample, correct.
For people that are in that industry that do this all day, to be able to give you some really good feedback. So I mean, you can't beat it.
Absolutely.
Like, you really can.
Absolutely. So I'm hoping that everybody that's on here, like I said, that you will, take the time to share this. And even right now, while we're on the live, on Instagram, tag somebody that really needs to get this information. Say, hey, you better jump on this, because it's only a couple days away. And once it kicks off on the 16th, obviously the doors are closed for the conference, and everybody that's in the room, they are in the room, and they'll get the information.
Yes. So you better get it today. Because it's coming. It'll be starts June 16th. That's Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yep.
It's the middle of the month already, y'all.
I know. Can you believe it? Yeah. I
know. The year's gone.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not real mad. Because go ahead and get to the next one. As long as we can get through this one safely.
Yes.
We're good to.
Absolutely. I'm just wondering if anybody have any questions. Do they have any questions about the conference?
So let's see. Does anybody have any questions? I think they were talking about. Okay, so yes, Miss Renee will post the flyer. I'll make sure to post it on my page as well. That's a great price. We got that. Thanks for the invite. I was invited to this group by an amazing sister and Michael. So excited for my first joint live. I'm glad that you joined as well. Do you all have any questions for my friend Patrice? I keep calling her. She's my friend. I know no strangers.
Absolutely. And especially women in the culture, we are in here together to support one another. So that's what makes it that's what gives us the sisterhood, for sure.
Indeed it is. Yes. So we don't have I don't see any questions. Did you have anything like some encouraging words that you might want to give to some of the listeners? Watchers, viewers, people.
To the people, I will say this: don't allow your present circumstances to determine your success.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's confirmation again. My pastor was preaching this morning, and he said um, he said don't allow your circumstances, your current circumstances, to control your. He didn't say success. I don't remember the word, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yes.
What she said, y'all.
Yes. Push past fear, because fear definitely can stifle you and make you feel like, and your worst enemy is actually yourself, because you only talk, you'll talk yourself out of something that you really aren't meant to. And the test is, how bad and how hungry do you want it? Yeah. And if you really do want it, then push past fear and go for it. That's the word for the day. Push past fear and go for it. There we go. You heard her. You heard what my sister said. Push past fear and go for it. So go for it right now. Go to the link. Mm-hmm. Go and register for the conference. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I really know that it's going to be absolutely amazing. So you don't want to miss it. Absolutely. Right? No, not at all. And while you're there, if you're on Shop Indigo, one of the things I wanted just to say, just peruse the site too, because we are involved in community global outreach as well. One of the things we do through all of our apparel line, we donate a portion of the proceeds to go to outreach. And one of the things that we're doing right now is raising funds for a well in West Africa. And so, so in Cote d'Ivoire, in West Africa, and places that do not, they don't have fresh and clean water. And we want to make sure that we are supporting and giving back. We're not here just to take. We are here to be a global community. And that's really the brand behind Shop Indigo. We are a global community of musicians. We're a global community in terms of outreach. And we want to leave, when we've said our final goodbye to however that happens, did we leave a sweet and fragrance of our presence here? And that's what this is all about. Absolutely amazing. So it's just, you're getting a bunch of wealth of knowledge, and you're also helping somebody. Investing in yourself. Yes, absolutely. Can't beat that all. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, you heard her. She said, push past fear and go for it. Yes. Go for it today. Mm-hmm. Go for it before Wednesday. We get started at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Correct. Absolutely. So go for it before then and get your seats. Mm-hmm. Be in the virtual room, because the table is already set. Yeah. Come on now. Yes. Come on now. Yes. Well, Miss Patrice, I have absolutely enjoyed you. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing all of this. Ladies, gentlemen, let's do it. Let's get it. Yes, let's get it. So everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much, darling, for having me on the show. Thank you for this awesome platform. And I'm telling you, we're ready for everybody. So let's go. All right, then. Let's go. So we're going to leave it there. Mm-hmm. All right, Women for the Culture. We absolutely appreciate you joining in. Don't forget, you can still share it with others. And we hope to see you at the table. Absolutely. You all have a wonderful night. Bye. See you at the Are we good? Okay. You're muted.